YouTube. FMC here, back again once again, another video here on YouTube. Now, today I have a question. What's better, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X? Now, unfortunately, I don't own an Xbox Series X, but I do own the Series S. I'm here today to give you my opinion of what's been like gaming in this thing for the last year and a bit, because it's not been 2 years fully yet, but I've been playing this thing for the last year, and I can say without a doubt that the Series S is worth the goddamn money. Definitely, you can't get anything better than this, right? Even in general, in the future for gaming, for next gen gaming especially. So yeah, let's get into it. So, as you guys heard, I've had this thing for the last year and a bit. Actually, I got this thing in 2020 very luckily. I kid you not. I kid you not, very luckily, because I was looking on every single website, from Argos to Amazon to Vay to not Wish, but eBay, everywhere, to see if I can get a Series S for £250 retail price. And somehow one day God looked at me and was like, you know what, you're getting a Series S. So I went to awhile.com sometime 2020 and I saw they had Series S left in stock. Ordered it, order went through, and I only just wait until it came, and a few days later it came, and I could not believe, as one of the very lucky few people on the planet, have a Series S in 2020. And yes, it's more like towards the end of 2020, Series S is more becoming more common, but it's still difficult to get. I didn't even believe it. I thought it was literally a rock in a box until the Christmas day. It was there, everything was there, the Series S, and I was thinking, yeah, yes, my next gen game experience is here. So yeah, so let me go back a bit further and tell you why I think the Series S shouldn't get all the hate it's getting. Because before I got this, I was gaming on this, an Xbox goddamn One. This isn't, but the thing is, this is an original Xbox One. It was launched 2013, or I got about 2015 I think. But I'm going to tell you something. People complain about frames per second, quality, graphics. See when you try to play Jedi Fallen Order on this, and the frame rate is atrocious, and you don't even know you need to connect and attack. Finishing the game on this too, you kind of learn something. You don't give a shit about quality or frame rate. Like this thing, because actually a few days ago I tried to download the Elden Ring thing. It took an hour to download. I was like, okay, I download. Let's see how it runs, because I'm always interested to see how next gen games run on the last gen tech. I can tell you, without a doubt, it's borderline playable. You can play the game, but the thing is, it's put into quality instead of performance mode. I don't know why, because the Xbox One can't support HDR, and apparently Elden Ring needs HDR to go into quality mode over performance. Sorry, performance mode over quality. But yes, and it was basically the camera was very jittery, and I was like, you can play the game. I mean, in combat is doable. You can, do combat, and it's, very doable. But yeah, I don't recommend playing Elden Ring in this. But like Batman 2, not Batman 2, Disappeals, was perfect on it. So let's go back to Series S, and let me get some advantages and disadvantages over the Series S. Start off with disadvantages. Number one, storage. Unfortunately, it only has ½ TB, but after systems, maybe 400 gigabytes total, which isn't a lot of storage for next gen games, as I can see as a point. Got a solution to that. Hard drives. You can get a hard drive. This is a 2 TB hard drive from Seagate. Yep, 2 TB, £50. Or even cheaper than that. You can get a refurbished one for like £30 from a CEX, which is a second-hand game shop here in the UK. But even now, I've got my research put up my laptop here. If you were to buy a Seagate hard drive, 2 TB basic hard drive, £46.95 from this website, £55.89 from Curry's. So you can get them relatively affordable, and that's 2 TB. Now, some people are thinking, but why would I get a hard drive for next gen games, like they can't play them. Oh, because you can't play Series X and S games off hard drives. Rather, used to be the SSD expansion card. You don't. What you do is you load all your old games on the hard drive and play old games off that, and you can, like, friends, I own 2 of these things. And the main reason I actually got one of them in general is because the Xbox One. Because S1 has something like 300 gigabytes storage. I'm not too sure of that. And it's not very big. I was like, yeesh, crap, that's pretty low storage there. Like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, I bought a hard drive. I actually thought it was a 1 terabyte hard drive. Turns out it was 2 terabytes. I was like, oh, that's pretty surprising to find that until I got a Series S. So there is a solution for it. And people, I know people going to play, oh, but I want all my next gen games on the console. But the thing is, but if I get the Series X, I don't get is a terabyte of storage. That's maybe like 10, 9, and oh, sorry, the terabyte storage, then maybe 800 gigabytes storage, maybe 900 something after, you know, systems and all that. But you will maybe get about 9 or 10 games on it, max of Series X and S. Series XS games. So, like, I can get max 4 or 5 in this at a push. And honestly, I don't really mind. I mean, thank God to Microsoft and sync technology, where if you delete a game, your data isn't saved like consciously to the cloud, so therefore you re-download it, it just syncs the data onto the game. Like if Xbox didn't have that, then your save files would be lost. I don't know how long, I don't know how long this technology has been running for, but it's absolutely godly insane progress. So yes, that's one point I'm going to give the Series S over that. Next, performance. Okay, this is an interesting thing. I play my games on my TV, meaning my 4K Samsung TV, and it's a Crystal Ultra HD quality TV. I picked up for £500 4K TV. Bought it, Series S, got it. Happy as can be. But the thing is, I can never get. The thing is, I can only get 60 Hz, which is better, 60 frames per second. It's both very similar. Is actually the thing. I don't know technology that. Okay, that's my word. Don't take my word for it, but that's what I've heard on the internet and put through personal research. But it wasn't until I switched. But the thing is, I can get 120 frames on 1080p in a very weird way. You need to like go into video settings, switch to the Xbox to HDMI quality only. It's like in the advanced settings, then go back, then go 1080p, go to Hertz, 60, 120. Somehow, and that's how you get 120 Hertz on your Xbox, even though it's saying my TV doesn't support 120 Hertz even at 1080p gaming. So I don't know, it's a bit weird. So yeah, but graphically, like it's 4K, like 60 frames per second. What after playing 1080p, 25 frames per second GeForce model on this, and completely finishing the game on this, I'm pretty sure 4K 60 frames per second is a big upgrade. It's a fantastic upgrade. It looks beautiful. Like Elden Ring looks gorgeous. For Honor looks gorgeous. A Plague Tale Innocence looked gorgeous. I love that game. Cannot wait for Reckoning to come out. I should pre-install the Xbox Game Pass. So yeah, but quality, I mean, not gonna lie, I mean, Xbox Series X does have 8K, 120 frames per second, true 4K 120 frames, but the thing is, but I look at that, like, this is a personal point of view, I'm like, 8K TVs are expensive, even high-end 4K TVs are kind of expensive. If people, like, you know, don't have a job, don't have much money anymore, is the benefit of Series X really worth it? Compared to the benefits, compared to you can go for a cheaper alternative that doesn't have true 4K, and in some aspects, in some games it does have true 4K, other games it has it's upscaled to 4K. I looked at that and I was like, not gonna lie, I'd rather go with Series S because getting a 4K TV for a Series S is cheaper, or even water probably be cheaper. Plus it's a lot, content sells a lot cheaper, and I can put extra money into games. Hey, that's what I did basically. But the thing is, if you get Xbox Series X as well, you're also going to get external hard drive or have one lying around anyway. You're going to use it anyway, I imagine, because I really don't, because trust me, 1 terabyte, yes, you can get a lot of games onto it, but as I say, we'll want more games in a day, don't we? So I suggest picking up. So I'm pretty sure most people would pick up a external hard drive anyway. So yeah. Anyway, next point, price to performance is because Xbox Series S currently on most websites is going for £249 to £242.22. Sorry, £249, not 99 pence. And it's got current £7 discount on Amazon. So for 200, this argument say £250. So for £250 you get a Xbox Series S, a Series S controller, HDMI cable, power cable. You include that in the price, obviously. Include that obviously. Box costs money too. Trust me, graphic designer boxes. Nice little box. It costs a bit of money. But and in general you get a Series S that has half terabyte storage, roughly, a little bit under that after systems. 4K gaming upscale or something to 4K, 60 FPS at 4K, 120 FPS, sorry, hertz, 60 hertz at 4K gaming, 120 hertz on 1080p gaming for £250. That and plus Game Pass, which is £96 a month, plus expanded storage so if still on a hard drive, even the SSD you want to go that. Not gonna lie, the Series S for the Xbox Series X, all you do is you get Xbox Series X, and that's going for currently £490, pretty much £450. So you're actually saving £200 here with the Series, and plus all the things I mentioned: the power cable, HDMI cable, Xbox Series S remote, and all the jazz. Plus you get 8K gaming, 120 frames per second, 120 hertz. 4K gaming and all the 2K gaming and all that, other benefits, and 60 FPS gaming too. The thing is, you're spending an extra £200 plus more money on a 4K or 8K or TV or monitor, which can cost, I don't know how much person, maybe a few hundred or a few £1,000. They're like really barriers to entry here. Like for £1,000, you can get all the same benefits, just no 8K gaming, not true 4K gaming, some not all the time, in the Series S. When you think about it this way, watch it. To me, the Series S sounds like a better console. I know the whole controversy of Dying Light 2 is running at 480p 30 FPS on the Xbox Series S, and that is due to Microsoft. That's due to developers trying games for Series S and trying to use all power they can. But thanks to Xbox recently giving developers new development kits, which lets them access more power of the console, which is really good. Sorry, that's better. Which is really good. So yeah, honestly, Series S sounds like a real bargain, and I'm not gonna lie, I can't tell the difference between 8K and 4K. Like, to me, they look very the same. Maybe frames per second I can notice, but you got 4K texture, 8K texture. A lot of it varies, and like the monitor you're looking at, you look at the 4K monitor, the 8K monitor, and then the 8K image is going to look better than the 4K image. Look at the 4K image. If you look at the 4K display, which is display not monitor, then the 4K image will go better than the 8K. That's just how they work, because that's what the monitor is built for. The display is built for 8K. It's how it works. It gets very complicated then. But short and simple answer here is, me personally, I've reached the Series S because, as I said, after playing Jedi Fallen Order and this thing, it was horrible. Like, it was so I literally do like a puzzle, I do like a wall run section, go for attack. It would lag so much. I need to literally like use the force itself to guess the attacks of the enemies. Trust me. And plus, oh, I forgot one caveat here. Physical games. Yeah, I don't care. Like, I hear people complain, oh, the Xbox, oh, my physical game collection, I've got all these games. keep your Xbox One then. Keep your last gen console with a disc drive so you can play the games in. If you're really that worried about your games, because essentially these have the exact have the exact same operating system. Like the exact same. Xbox is actually really good for keeping this thing up to date. This is the last tutorial. If you're really that worried about your physical game collection, then keep your PS4, disconnect the internet, keep your PS4 or Xbox, keep your Xbox One or Xbox One X or whatever you've got, download games onto it, disconnect the internet and use it as a dedicated gaming device for your physical games. Or, do what I do, go all digital, because guess what, it's so much better. You see, literally, because to me, it's all about convenience. Like, I don't want to get up, go to my cupboard, get a game out, put into the Xbox, sit back down and play a game. I'd rather let's go into the Xbox itself and play a game. Because guess what? I thought bought a physical Xbox game since I was given Destiny in second year in high school. That's how long it's been, I'm guessing. Because guess what? I don't play games physically anymore, because I've got over 100 games digital. I've got a huge digital collection. I know the entire purpose. And again, I understand the purpose of a physical collection. I mean, this itself is my manga collection. I prefer reading manga physically and digitally. That's just a personal preference. And again, it is personal preference. But gaming is but I think it's stupid, because the Xbox disc has like a key. And I can't play a game without the disc in. But even though the games were downloaded onto the Xbox, I need to use the disc to essentially play the... To me, that makes no sense. Like, I've got the game digitally on the console, why can't I just play it digitally from the console? Why can't I just play it directly from the console? To me, that doesn't make any sense. It was already downloaded. So, that's why for the last however long since second year of high school, I've been playing all digital, and honestly, I don't really care. And and Austin Evans, I'm calling you out here, for you said, Xbox games don't go on sale digitally. Yes, they do, because I managed to pick up the entire Assassin's Creed collection for like £20 on digital. Yes, and the thing is, a lot of people don't mention is Xbox has loads of sales digitally, and yes, it's not as cheap buying games physically again, but if you wait for the right time, literally there's so many developer sales, publisher sales, Game Pass sales, Xbox Game of Ghosts, there's so many sales in all the time. You can actually gain the budget pretty easily with digital sales. Nobody in every Xbox video I've seen, nobody mentions this. Nobody. I don't know why, but nobody's like, oh yeah, by the way, Xbox has sales and they're really good sales too. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of say that point, because that's something that Austin Evans said. I was like, by the way, Austin Evans, love his channel. This is no hate towards him. I've been watching his channel for ages, love the guy, but I just want to say, yes, I do quite like the Xbox games digitally do go on sale. Yeah. So yeah, guys, this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, comment down below what you do next and what video you want to see next. And I know it's been well since I uploaded I know it's been well since I uploaded the video, but that's because of things going on in life and all that, and just stuff. But I thought I'd come sit down today and talk about the Series S. And honestly, I love this little thing. Like, honestly, the design's cool too. Like, honestly, love the design, love like kind of speaker girl kind of thing. That to me, it looks sleek, modern. I love it. And again, I'm not a games console designer, but honestly, I love it compared to big, black, and it's a box. So yeah. Oh, and also, you don't need this thing anymore. Brilliant. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time. Bye.